So let us talk about this week's episode of Once Upon a Time. So I've decided that Storybook is the town that just cannot escape an evil curse. Poor Storybook, right? I mean, this little town has endured its fair share of evil curses. This week's episode was full of like a lot of anticipation, right? Because they can all see that the spell of Shattered Sight is coming their way. They've got a little bit of time before it reaches the town. And so everybody's scrambling to try to figure out if there's anything they can do to stop it. Elsa ends up finding Anna's necklace, which in the end turns out to be like a pretty huge thing. And then Belle puts a locator spell on the necklace to help her find her sister. I must say, you guys, I was pretty darn excited that by the end of the episode, Anna and Elsa were finally reunited. Thank goodness for that. I think I just was so done with Elsa and her, have you seen my sister? Have you seen Anna? Anna, is that you? I was just kind of done with her trying to find her, so I was very excited when they got reunited. And out of the two sisters, I must say I really kind of enjoy Anna quite a lot. She's kind of funny and quirky, and she talks a lot, and I kind of like that. We get what at first I thought was a flashback when we saw her get unmelted, but then we realized that no, she's just been frozen for 30 years. Basically, as long as Elsa's been stuck inside of the urn, Anna has been frozen. And then there was some sort of like magical wishing star. Turns out that that was Anna's necklace. So when Elsa kind of like in this desperate moment wished that her sister was there with her, all of a sudden that happens. So yeah, it was really cool to kind of see the two of them unite. I don't want you guys to think that I have a heart made of stone. I mean, but it has been a long time coming. I'm just excited that it's finally done. And now I hope the two of them can kind of get together to help everybody in Storybook. Basically, by the end of the episode, we get that they can't stop the spell from coming. So the spell is there, and the spell is basically supposed to turn everyone against each other. The Snow Queen's ultimate goal is that everybody in Storybook is basically gonna kill each other, and that will just leave Emma and Elsa, her two sisters. Now, why she couldn't just kidnap the two of them and leave everybody else alone, I don't know. I think her goal basically, though, is to get rid of everyone that is connected with them so that they have no one to come looking for them, and they have no one to go back to. Mr. Gold kind of makes this deal with her as well to save Henry and Belle. And, you know, I mentioned it in my last review. I mean, I'm kind of over him, like, being evil. It just feels like he made so much kind of progress last season when we were dealing with Peter Pan. And now this season, it's like none of that matters anymore. Like, remember all the flashbacks with his dad, and we get how awful his dad was? And you got how much he didn't want to be like that. It just kind of feels like this Mr. Gold that we're dealing with now is like a different animal altogether. And I get that he wants to get free of the dagger, but the fact that he's willing to kind of sacrifice everybody for that is kind of annoying. Also, the fact that Belle doesn't see that. She's just like the wife of a serial killer. You know, like one of those ladies who's married to a serial killer, and then when the police show up at her door, she's like, what are you talking about? And it's like, hey lady, you've been living in a house with a serial killer all this time, and you're telling me that you never noticed anything weird. I don't know. There's just a part of me that's hoping she's gonna wake up and that she's gonna make the difference. Now, as we remember, Mr. Gold has taken Hook's heart, which means that he can control Hook, and he made Hook do some pretty crappy stuff in this episode. Hook basically like sucked all the fairies into the magical hat because Mr. Gold is trying to get enough magic to do the spell that will free him from the dagger. And we get how devastating that is for Hook. I'm just kind of annoyed because he doesn't say anything to Emma, and I don't know if that's because he doesn't have his heart. I don't know. I just want him to be like, hey, can I get some help? Because I need some help. I will say, though, for all you Captain Swan lovers out there, like me, I was hoping that Emma was going to notice that there was something up with Killian. And she did, you guys. Did you notice? It was like the most subtle little thing. Towards the end of the episode, when the spell is coming, you know, he comes to see her one last time before he goes to, like, tie himself down. And they kiss, right? And it was so sweet, right? Because she was like, I'm not really good with goodbye kisses. And she's, like, getting ready to, like, full-on weep. And then she just grabs him and kisses him. And when he turns to leave, she has this look in her face that's just kind of like, like that was weird. And it was really small and really subtle, but we get that Emma noticed it. When she kissed him, she knew that there was something off. So I'm hoping that somewhere in the next couple of episodes, we're going to see her kind of put two and two together. Let's talk about Outlaw Queen, right? Because Regina goes to warn Robin about what's coming. Somebody posted a theory in the comment section last week. You guys, by the way, have the best theories about TV. I kind of love it. But somebody had a theory that Regina was going to turn like evil queen on everybody when the spell comes. And I really think that that's what's going to happen, especially even just based on the previews for next week. Regina looked like she was wearing her like evil queen outfits. So because I think Regina knows that's coming, you know, she has this moment with Robin where she's just like, basically, I'm gonna go lock myself away because I don't want you to see the worst of me. Like, you are one of the only people in this town that believes in me. I don't want you to see what's coming. And I think we're gonna see some evil queen next week. I really, really do. I must say, I mean, this episode was good, but I'm really excited about next week. I'm really excited to kind of see the effects of this spell and to see how long people are gonna be able to stop themselves from really kind of going at it. It's gonna be like the Bad Girls Club, a really awful show that one of my sisters loves. I hate crappy reality TV, I'm just gonna go ahead and say that. But one of my sisters loves that show, and it just feels like Storybook is getting ready to turn into a little Bad Girls Club, you know? Like there's gonna be some drama, and there's gonna be some fighting, and it's just gonna be crazy. So yeah, it was a good episode. Definitely felt like more of a setup for what's coming. I think we've got a couple of more episodes before the winter finale. And so yeah, I'm kind of excited. Not just because I'm excited to see what happens. I'm excited to kind of see the end of the Frozen storyline and to see what's going to be coming for us in the second half of the season. I must say, even though I'm not a fan of winter finales because I just think they're stupid, I kind of love the way that Once Upon a Time has been doing that. I mean, like each half of the season almost feels like its own season itself, and I kind of like that. It kind of feels like they get a chance to tell two stories, and I kind of like that. So I don't know anything about what's coming in the second half of the season, and don't tell me if you know because I do not want to be spoiled, but I'm kind of excited. Okay, you guys, that's it for me today. I will see you again soon. Bye.